Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and talk about Love and Marriage DC. All right, so let's get into it. Winter. Excuse me. The episode starts off where it left off. Arena wanting to know why is Winter here. Well, Winter is here because Carlos hired her, but we know that they can't say that. Um, you know, Ashley, eventually explains to them that, and even Winter was saying the same thing. Listen, it's not about us being friends. It's about us being able to be around each other and be cordial. Girl, every time we get together, we don't have to fight. Listen, we know what it is. Like, they can't say it, of course. We're shooting a show, right? We don't like each other. But we're going to have to make the best out of this because it is what it is. And because of the show, we're going to have to shoot group scenes together. So it ain't no use in us, always getting together or having to be around each other. And every time we get together, we fussing and fighting. You know? Can I say something? Can I say something? Hey, this ain't got nothing to do with Alicia. It could be Alicia, Kevin, Pookie, James, Karen, John, whomever. It don't matter. When Alicia said if Sherelle gonna keep bringing her around, because they were talking about Winter coming around. Girl, you not even. Now, we're not going to sit here and act like Love and Marriage DC been on for 7 and 6 seasons, and, all these women on the show can be replaced. It's not like it's just this, Real Housewives of Atlanta and a guy is drawing in, 3 million viewers, but girl, Alicia, who are you to come around asking Winter, the one who actually was part of the main reason the show even was halfway decent last year? Like, if Sherelle gonna keep bringing her around, girl, I would have said, "Who is this?" If I was Winter, I would have hit her. What, girl? Who is this? Because the people know who I am. We're still trying to figure out who are you. I said, girl. Um, I get it. I think because in my head it's like, girl, why are we going through all of this? I get it. We have to pretend that it's not a show, right? We have to pretend that this is not a reality show and cameras are there. But girl, at the end of the day, they're just basically saying it's weird. And I guess I can see it from their point of view. Arena was saying that it was weird that Sherelle, I guess, is who's supposed to be Ashley's friend of like 20 years, has now become friends with Winter, the ops, I guess. Um, Sherelle and Arena, they end up cursing each other out, going back and forth. They talk about Winter's song Gutter Barbie. It did. I mean, I would have thought the same thing too as Ashley and Arena and anybody else, that it was like a diss record, but come to find out it's actually not. I tried to look for the song on Apple. I couldn't find it. The only thing I found was Winter's first song, or I don't know if that was her first single or not. That Sign My Paper song, which is actually kind of cute. I was like, let me try to listen to it to see what she's talking about. But they say, I guess it's supposed to be like a positive song. I'm assuming that it is because they wasn't fussing and fighting after Winter played the song. But yeah, it's called Gutter Barbies. It's a positive song, and girl, it is what it is. Clifton and Joy. Clifton is having back surgery. Joy thinks that. I was confused at first until I realized I was like, oh, Joy. So Joy was saying, Joy basically got her good eye on Alicia and Ashley. She was pretty much on some birds of a feather flock together. She felt like Alicia was messy, and pretty much, girl, Ashley, you right along with her. Like, that's your home girl. So, like, if she messy, you messy. And I'm like, well, and even the friend, because a friend came to meet Clifton and Joy, and even the friend was basically kind of like, but what did Ashley do? Because it is kind of unfair when we basically lump people together. Like, this friend may be this way and this friend may be the other way. Because, girl, the truth of the matter is, like, one of my good friends, Brittany. Some of y'all know who she is. Girl, me and Brittany are the complete opposite. Girl, the complete opposite. Okay, because we get along just fine, right? So it is unfair to think that just because it's a group of friends that everybody behaves and acts the same, because it's just not true. But once the friend started to ask Joy, basically kind of question Joy, like, girl, like, so you just gonna lump Ashley? Pretty much the friend was saying, you just gonna lump Ashley in with Alicia because you think Alicia's messy, so that means that automatically you're gonna make Ashley messy too. But when Joy kept talking, I said, okay, I knew it had to be something. Joy was basically saying, I guess, that Ashley had like a seafood boil or something. And no, yeah, Ashley had a seafood boil. Did I say Alicia? And Alicia, which is Ashley's best friend, was talking about Sherelle's. Is her name Sherella or Sherelle? I'm gonna call her Sherelle for this episode, for this review. The wig she had on at the meeting the last time, she was talking about Sherelle's wig. And it got me to thinking. And I think she said Ashley was, I don't know, I'm not going to say she said Ashley was laughing. But it just got me to thinking, Ashley, how is it that y'all are trying to make it seem as though like, or even Arena was trying to make it seem as though like, it's weird that Sherelle is befriending Winter, and I guess pretty much saying that Winter is an ops, and this and that and this and that. But girl, y'all are literally over here talking about, Alicia was talking about her wig. Like, why would Alicia be comfortable enough to be talking about your friend's wig? Now, just because you're friends doesn't mean that you're gonna like everything that your friend wears. So just because Ashley could still say, yeah, girl, that wasn't my favorite wig, blah, blah. You can still be honest about your friend's fashion choices or hair choices. But I just feel like it was probably like a very, very messy conversation. And because the conversation was very, very messy, that's probably why Joy stepped away from it, like, Ashley and Alicia, y'all a mess. Because y'all sitting there over kikiing about this girl who Ashley, I get them confused. Ashley has been knowing, didn't they say for like 20 years or something like that? I think part of the reason too, on top of that, I think Joy's gonna bump heads with Ashley is because we talked about this last week. Ashley, I don't know. Ashley does have this HBIC attitude. She does. We're just gonna call a thing a thing. And to her credit, I can see why. Because again, if it wasn't for Ashley in Winter last season, the show would have been a flop. So I can see why Ashley could probably walk into second season kind of like, I'm the girl running the show now. Now, should you make sure that nobody thinks that? Because you don't want to walk around here like I'm that girl, because Ashley can be replaced too. But I can see why she might feel that way. So I'm thinking that because Ashley probably has this I'm that girl attitude, on top of Joy already thinking that you messy, like it's all rubbing Joy the wrong way, right? Like my good eyes on you. The Silvers have a family dinner. Look, we're just gonna this is just me. And I'm standing in what I say. I cringe every time I hear DJ Quick refer to his teenage boy, his child, as a young man. because it's hard for me to believe that when Ashton turns 15, he's going to start referring to her as a young woman. I think that we need to step away from referring to little black boys and little black girls as, for those who do it, as young men and young boys. Then y'all wonder, like I put on Twitter, then y'all wonder why when society comes in contact with these little black boys, they treat them as men. Y'all wonder why when the cops come in contact with these little black boys, these teenage boys who are actually only 15, still a child, they treat them like a big black man. Antonio is not a young man. He is a child. He is a young boy. He is a teenage boy. Period. Full stop for me. The wake up stuff, I'm with Ashley. I understand what Quick is trying to say. 15 years old, should your mama have to go in the closet and find you something to wear to school? No. Right? Now, she may need to make sure, like, go earn your shirt. You're not walking out the house with that wrinkled shirt on. You know, does your mama have to get up and make sure that you brush your hair and comb and brush your teeth and, you know, all of that stuff? No. But your mama or daddy might have to get up and make sure that you get up out of bed. So I understood what Ashley's trying to say. Like, girl, I think at 15, my mama was still waking us up. I'm almost sure. I remember my mama coming to my bedroom door saying, Rodney, get your ass up. Now, once we got up, she would probably go back to bed, right? And even I think she was getting my younger sister and brother ready for school. Because I'm the oldest. So my brother and sister, they were like young. So it's like, I don't know. One thing I really don't agree with, the whole waking up stuff, whatever, girl. I'm still with Ashley, like, he's still a child. Like, he is. Like, he is. And if it's up to us, we just not gonna go to school. Like, we just not gonna go to school. The whole referring to him as a young man, it drives me up the wall. It really does. Y'all want these little black boys to be young men and men so bad. And then, like I said, when society starts to treat your young black boys like men, y'all have a fit. Arena, her wig launch. I'm just gonna skip to the end of that. Arena's wigs are actually kind of cute. You know, I thought it was gonna be like, you know, I'll say this much. I could still tell that they were wigs, but not necessarily. Like you know how some wigs give you very much wiggy? Like, oh girl, you could tell, like, girl, you could clock it, like, girl, that's a wig. Right? It wasn't that. It was like, okay, those are cute. Like the wigs were cute to me. Arena, I put girl, you just want to be in the ish. Arena, was like basically, I guess it's Sherelle said something to Ashley. I forgot who she was talking about. I only watched the episode once, I'm not even gonna lie. Arena was basically saying that she was gonna come to Ashley and Joy's defense if somebody starts to say something to them. Girl, for what? You could tell somebody told Arena she needed to step it up this season. But it's kind of like, for what, girl? Ashley definitely don't need nobody to defend her. And Joy does not give me that she gets her words mixed up either. Like, some girls, sometimes, you might have that friend or two who might be a little quiet, who might be a little bit timid. They really not with the confrontation, really not with the shits. And then, girl, you got some other friends who be like, girl, they be with the shits. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, girl, they take the Jamie and Quick take their sons to the hood. basically showing them, girl, this is not what you want to, this is not the route you want to take. I want to give a shout out to little Jamie. I thought it was excellent what he said. I almost started crying. I'm a crybaby. He is, I don't know if he still is doing it to this present day, but he is a student aide. I think like a student, what he said, yeah, student aide with troubled students. And he said, I think his first day, I guess it was cold outside because he said he had on a big coat. And the students were coming in basically with hoodies on. And he said by the third day, he had planned a coat. Oh, I'm about to cry. Ah! By the third day, he had planned a coat drive for the students. I thought that was super, 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 super nice. So shout out to little Jamie. Yeah, he said he planned a coat drive by his third day on the job because he realized like, girl, these kids ain't got no coats. So shout out to little Jamie. Winter, she goes by Black and Sherelle's podcast. There was some guy they invited there. I think Winter and that guy are like boyfriend and girlfriend to this day. You know how people pop up on your explore page, like when you log onto Instagram, and I think one time Winter just popped up on like the people that recommend what I'm talking about on IG. Either she was posted on the blog. No, I think it was All True T who posted it. Anyways, I think Winter and that girl, I think Winter and that boy, the man, they're boyfriend and girlfriend now. I think so. But anyways, Winter says that she no longer subscribes to expectations placed on her. I said it. I don't think I got from what I got from it. She didn't really go into like, detail about it, but from what I got, basically saying that, I'm no longer subscribing to how people tell me that I'm supposed to, I guess, maneuver in these relationships. I'm done. Girl, I'm going to do me and it's going to be what it's going to be. Shout out to Winter. And then, Sherelle and Arena have a conversation. And, to Sherelle's point, she was telling the truth that, no matter how you slice it and dice it, even though Arena was telling the truth, even with the truth, people can still get upset. Calling somebody shady, I don't know how Arena or anybody else think that, girl, how somebody's going to take. Most people are going to take that not in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? Just like the way that Winter used Gutter Barbie, and it wasn't really, she tried to put like it's a pretty girl who has basically ghetto ass ways, but then when we heard she made a song, it's kind of like, girl, that sound like a diss song. But I'm assuming based off the reaction from the women that I guess the song really isn't that bad. But all I'm saying is, girl, shady, it comes across as, girl. So Sherelle was right. If she called Jamie shady, it would be some mess. Jamie. I said, Jamie, you could tell Jamie was drunk. Jamie comes up to Arena. I'm assuming because they were big on TikTok. I don't know if they still do the TikTok videos, but that's what I was assuming Jamie was talking about. He was talking about content. I don't think they have a YouTube page, not that I know of. But I remember last season they told us when they introduced them to us that they, did TikTok videos. So I'm assuming that's what Jamie was talking about. But he walked up to the group and he was basically telling Arena that she gonna have to find some time to, carve out so they can get done what needed to be done. And he was like, I don't care what your friends got to say. And I was like, is he drunk? He was giving me very much. Jamie does give me very much, girl. When he get a little alcohol in him, girl, he don't know how to act. Because the first thing that popped in my mind was, is he drunk? And then the more he talked, I was like, he got to be drunk because he just came across as drunk to me. And then, girl, I'm not gonna lie, I did holler. When Jamie said, when Jamie was talking and Ashley was like, basically, like, girl, you doing too much. Girl, I gotta go. Because this your husband, I'll cuss his ass out too. But girl, when he said, you gonna answer? And then when Black is Sherelle's husband. And then when Black said, you didn't ask her a question though. He said, you didn't ask her a question though. You made a statement. Okay. You talk about is she gonna answer the question? You didn't ask her a question. You was telling her what she was gonna do, and then of course Arena was like, "You're not gonna talk to me like that. Like, watch how you talk to me." And then Gray pretty much went off, child. Girl, I ain't gonna lie, girl. I hollered when Black said, "You didn't ask her a question though, girl." Okay. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.